Hello everyone! Guess who's back? Your probably somewhat favorite small YouTuber. Yeah. As you can see, I'm outside again. The sun, it's like a 7 here, so if it starts to go dark, that's because it's 7. It goes dark primarily around like 9, 9:30. So if I'm out here for 2 hours, well, that's my fault. But anyway, today I'm going to be reviewing the Star Raiders Cannonball and the Cyberverse Universe Shadowstriker. Okay guys, so real quick, I have really wanted this guy for a long time, and she just looks cool. Okay, I just wanted him, like when I saw him, real quick, I love her, but I have to do a whole story about him because I don't really have a story for her. You know, I barely knew she existed. Not anything against her, just because I didn't see it announced. So that's on me, not on her. It's on me. But for real quick, him. It's a beautiful packaging artwork, by the way. Let's just take a look at that. Nice little claw hand. Yeah. Okay, so the whole thing about him is when he was revealed, I always thought he looked like a scientist. So I really wanted him because of the 4 Star Raiders I have currently, not including Mr. Cannonball here, I wanted a scientist for him. So now that I have him, I'm really happy. But yes, so, and I know I get like progressively loud and quiet and weird because I don't have a mic. I'm trying to get as close as this camera to talk to so that you guys can hear me better. So we're going to be starting with Miss Shadowstriker because she's a challenge. I know the skids mold already. I have Crankcase and Medics. I don't need to repeat that immediately. Even though it might feel comfortable for me, I'm actually going to start with a challenge. So let's start this. So let's move Cannonball out of the way. So real quick, because I didn't know this mold existed, I honestly must say it's growing on me. Look at that car mode. It looks beautiful. And I say this is Tarn. I've heard people say this is the Nemesis. I swear to you that's Tarn and not the Nemesis, because on the other half of this artwork, the Nemesis is flying in. It's like really small, but I've examined every single little bit of this artwork. Like Mr. Needle Nose here, the Dinobots, the Junkions. So I know what's going on. Like breakdowns right here. I think that's... Let me see. Let me get a look for myself. That looks like something you'd see out of like a Prime or Cyberverse. Hey, wait. Cyberverse. Sorry, I moved her away. You know, we got Armada here. But yeah, sorry I'm taking so long to review a poster that's been out forever. So let's get started. So real quick, if you don't know Cyberverse, which maybe not all of you do because you guys weren't as big on Transformers as me, if you know you're just getting into it or anything, it was a YouTube series. Now it did appear on Netflix, which I don't know if anybody knew that. I did, because that's how I got my daily dose of it until season 3. Like for me was a myth because I never saw it. It never went on Netflix till like after season 4 came out, like 5 months 5 months after season 4 came out. It was really dumb how Netflix did that. But she was an awesome character. Had one of the best character developments, probably one of the best fembots out there right now. I know we have Alita 1, Filch, all them. I mentioned them because you're going to be seeing them. But, you know, pretty cool. For what she did in the show, she's pretty awesome. So, let's get started. Alright. So, out of box, Shadowstriker comes with a few things. So, first she comes with her instructions. Random paper. Which is probably going to get blown in the wind if there is any. By the way, if you hear a sound in the background, and it's like constant, that is a fan I have going. Because in Colorado, where it should not be 97, it's 97. God, I'm just in Texas, which it's not Texas. I know there's many differences between it and Texas, but I like Texas, but the heat is the one thing that always stops me from liking it all the time. Like, I love it, and then I go in there and it's, you know, I went there for vacation like last year, and dear God, was it hot. Okay, so out of box, she comes with probably everyone's that I know, because I know a lot of people don't like clear plastic. A lot of you watching this, your least favorite accessory, clear plastic shield. I don't mind clear plastic. I guess a tail bumper, a bumper. She just comes with a bumper. Is that like another shield? And she comes with her own gun. That's it. So now let's get her out of box, which is surprisingly easy from what I'm looking at here. You know, she might fall forward on me, so I'm going to put my hand here for her. Yep. Oh, By the way, look who stopped by. Mr. Bruno wants to take a minute. So, by the way, I do have a water bottle here. Okay, well, he's going to be laying here throughout this entire review. Sorry, I zoomed in. The things I have holding up my camera is very bad at some things they do. So yes, let's take a look at her. Yeah, that's like the most accurate head sculpt I've ever seen. One of the most accurate head sculpts ever. That's pretty dang good. I know she was a pre-tool for someone. By the way, I always like to look for these symbols. Glad it's on her arm. I would not have seen it from here, but I'm glad I have her on camera. And I'm looking at her on camera too. Yes, some really nice detail. Wheels. I had like a, because I wondered her character, I had a, one of those big like kind of power-up guys, like one-step changer versions of her. I don't know what they were called. It was just really cool. She's always been pretty cool as a character. So I'm gonna check the instructions. And I'm back. That was like very fast. So her bumper shield thing goes on her arm. You didn't see that, but that's where it goes. And then this just goes here. Yes, I know my hand's in the way, but I have a general idea of where that camera is. Please don't break. Oh, okay, that just doesn't like going in that well. Okay. I mean, I guess I'm supposed to like compress it or something. There you go. Her hand is super awkward from where it is. We're gonna move her up so you guys can actually see her. Also, did the brightness go down on this, or is that just the shade? It is just the shade. I'm turning up the brightness. That is too bright. You guys might want to see this. There you go, that's pretty good. So now you guys can see the tree limbs in the background. I know not everybody wants to see those. That is from dead trees. I just haven't got to that. So yes, her wonky car windshield shield. And then here goes her gun. I'm trying to get this in while having my head close to the camera so I'm not blocking too much. And, I mean, let me just get that in on her hand. There we go. And there we go. There she is. There's Shadowstriker. Gun in one hand, shield on hand, and shield on arm. What did I say? Shield on hand. It's on her arm. Okay. So, real quick, since I can do her nice articulation with all these on, she does have some, whoa, that's some shoulder articulation if I've ever seen it. That is some weird shoulder articulation. Oh my god, what the heck? What? Is this? Whoa, okay, that's cool. Man, she has articulation no Transformer's ever seen. Sorry, I had to take her out of frame because I had to see that. So her arm goes up like this. Like, the hinge is right there. It's not even on the thing. And that's, like, so different from every other Transformer. Her arm can shoot out. Now, if I were to shoot out that, her arm can do this. So it's just how you position the arm. It's super weird. She does have a bicep swivel. It's only weird because I haven't seen it. Okay, I do have to, move that. She has an elbow joint. Let me try to take that off. Oh, whoa. Hi, Bootsy. Both cats are here. And here's her elbow joint, about 90. And then she does have a double mushroom peg, wrist swivel. I'm going to take off her accessories because now I'm tired of them. It's getting tricky. Okay. And then I didn't show her head, but her head moves on a ball joint, and it moves around. It can go 360. I'm not doing that, though. It does that. She can do the, what's it called? Oh, Bootsy moved. What's it called? What's the SNL skit? Okay, Baby Don't Hurt Me. Yeah, that song. I don't remember. What is Love? Thank you. That's the song. She can do the SNL skit with Jim Carrey and the other guy, and Will Ferrell, and I can't remember the other guy's name. The Roxbury guys, and she can do that. Bum, 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 bum. I like that. I love that. But yeah, I gotta say, I love the head sculpt. Sorry, I slammed her down. And then, let's move that. Actually, that kind of does work now for me. So she doesn't have, does she? Oh my god, this is something Hasbro doesn't put on figures. Wow. Hasbro must have really given her some love, even though she's a pre-tool. I don't care. I still like her. That is pretty freaking cool. She has a waist swivel. Most don't have that like this. So she can turn her hips. She can do some high kicks. If I move her car flaps, more high kicks. She has that. She can do the splits. Yeah, I made her do the splits, but you couldn't see that. I'm sorry. She has thigh swivels. There are people laughing in another yard. She has a knee joint, and she has ankle joint. Oh my god, she has toes. Does she have toes? What is this? Oh my god, she doesn't have toes, but her feet can do that. Okay. Okay, put her cape back down, and there you go. There's her articulation. So now real quick, I want to do some comparisons. So a friend of mine pointed out how theoretically, she looks like a Stunticon. So we're putting up Stunticons. This is Legacy Dead End. Yay. Yay. And Bruno's moving. And you might hear a cat fight in the background because these guys might fight. Here's the first ever Legacy Stunticon release, Legacy Dragstrip. And then let's get the two mold mates, brothers, whatever you want to call them, because they're like evil, Sideswipe, and Sunstreaker. Bam! Wild Rider and Breakdown, though you can't see Breakdown at all. Now I feel bad. There you go. I'm going to position this camera like this from now on because it works. So yeah, yep, there you go. And his thing is up. That looks better. Yes, I do have G2 Breakdown, by the way. I couldn't get the original, but I like G2 Breakdown. It kind of fits better because he like matches Dragstrip's colors and kind of complements them. And then leader of the Constructicons himself. I want to see. Bruno's laying on the ground. Mr. Motormaster. And Galvatron, I'm just not putting his gun on him, but here's leader Galvatron. So I'm putting up a sense of scale with everyone so you can get how kind of big she is because he's a leader. And then another Fembot. Miss Alita 1. That's why I mentioned her. And then two Court classes, and yes, I'm flexing that I have these two because they were somewhat rare to find. Wheelie and Spike. Okay. Let me get a sip of this water. There are people in the background with scooters. Okay. Let's get into transformation. Okay, so this transformation looks relatively short. Let's see. Oh my god, it wants her windshield on. It wants her windshield. This is so weird, Hasbro. But you know what? We listen to Hasbro, but we argue with them over their prices and how they deal with their Transformer toys. Because Hasbro, other than their like weird, I don't like that happened immediately. Thank God that isn't a pin joint. I would have been so mad. Okay. Other than their customer service, they make some weird decisions. But you know what? We love them. At least I kind of tolerate. You know, you guys don't have to, but I'm fine with them. So first if it'll let me swivel that around. Second, bring up her arms. Yes, I'm using the instructions for this. This is my first time transforming her along with you guys, so I'm gonna make like many mistakes and it's moving. So flip her around, flip the butt flaps up, and then we're just gonna take this and wow, that is like bird. Can you see it? There's a burb in my yard. Give me a second. Okay, cool. We saw the burb. It's just moving in the background. And the cats don't care. Okay, back to her. That doesn't move. Okay, so we bring that down. That does move. No, it doesn't. What am I looking at? After flipping her thing up, flip it all the way up. Just straighten it nice and out. And that is blurry for you guys because I wanted to focus on a bird and not her. So now that we have that done, we're just gonna kindly move the freaking instructions because they're so mean to me. And we're going to kindly... What? I don't even know what I'm doing here. Okay, it looks like we're just moving these completely forward. That was so tight. That was uncomfortable. She's good looking, she's good figure, but that was uncomfortable for me. Just how tight that was. Now we're gonna take her torso, and it just wants me to flip it up. I don't think I can do that, Hasbro. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Okay. Still, we listen to Hasbro. Okay, and then we just... So after slanting her chest out, we slant more of her chest out until it forms the front of the car. And then... This looks like it's going to get very weird very fast. Now, you flip this little flap out that just happens to be under her chest. Why did you engineer it? After a bit of trouble trying to understand how that flap worked, I got it. Okay, she looks like this now. She looks like some of those mechs from those mobile games. Okay, now this is where it gets kind of weird, I guess, because the next step after this is going to get wonky. So flip her feet up. And then this is where I guess it's going to get weird. Because now it wants us to do this again, I guess. Oh no. What are we doing here? Uh-oh, I don't... Wait a minute. Oh, I understand. Okay, I'm not stupid. Flip her feet up all the way. And just hope to God those peg in, which they should, by the way. If you can't see, there is a... Let me press that. Tab right there. And then a slot on her foot under... Don't ask where I'm doing this. Come on. Whatever. You can see the outline of a peg. And then we just take this peg and we push those pegs in there, and we hope to God that is nice and flat and straightened out. And those tires are nowhere as far down as I kind of wish they were, but you know what? I'm not griping against this figure at all. Now it looks like it actually gets simplistic. What? It went from evil to nice? Oh, that's why. There's tabs here. Isn't there? Yeah, there's tabs. Okay, if you don't see, on her thighs, there's just tabs. There's just tabs back there that her thighs, I guess, go into. Okay, now with that done, I got her thighs tabbed in. There's just tabs like right there, and her thighs are tabbed in. But I guess now we just push down the entire front onto her, well, this. Okay, so this is about as good as I can get it. So what's weird is there's these tabs under here. Under here specifically, where that gap is. Right here, where my nail is, and my nail is blocking it. Right here. I can't get those things to peg in. I'm going to try later, and if I update it, I'll put it in a community post and on Discord. Join the Discord. But yes, so now let's get her doors tabbed in, because I don't want to fidget all day and waste all this precious sunlight that is getting really bright. Well, that at least tabbed in. I guess it's supposed to be like that. Cool, so now we have head. No head. Head. Whatever. Okay, so now what I guess we're doing is, because let me see the instructions. After tabbing her doors in, it just wants us to bring her arms nice and flatly down so that they rest ever so nicely into the car. And then it wants us to, as you can see, there's double hinge joints on her thing. One of them's connected to the clear plastic, which I am... Ugh. I just got my first ever clear plastic scare, as you saw in video, and oh my god, now I understand, but it doesn't ruin the figure for me. So let me get this tabbed in, but yeah, tab this in, and I'll be right back. And then after you get all that done, this is what your car looks like. Yes, there's this gap here. Ignore the gap, please. I will fix this soon, probably in a community post. So anyway, this. So I don't even need the instructions to tell me what goes on here. Her little bumper shield. And that did nothing to hide half of the car mode, but you know what, whatever. We're not looking at it from the back, we're looking at it from that beautiful front. That got really weird. There we go. Sorry for the shakiness. You might get some motion sickness. And then we just take her gun and we put it right there. So now I know what everybody's saying. Why do you like this figure? It's parts forming. I don't mind parts forming. I love parts farming. I think it's some of the most creative ways to give a character new weapons and still make the car mode and everything. Like, still make it look good. I mean, a visible engine. That is so cool. And that is the reason why I put her with the Thunder concept. No, I'm not transforming them. The sun is going to go before when I'm done. Oh my god. I'm surprised this only took 28 minutes. Okay. So, car mode. Actually, don't fall. That rolls surprisingly well. I like that. So for how almost very close those like knees and everything sit, she rolls really well. I like that. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I moved my chair up. It's pretty cool. And by the way, everyone, if you want to see our little friend cat over there is hunting a bug. If you cannot see him, I will put him in frame. There he is. He's not hunting a bug, he's hunting birds. That was your National Geographic section. I hope you enjoyed. National Bash Graphic. Okay. Pretty good looking figure. I gotta say that is pretty nice for what the heck I had to do to transform that. It was not feeling like it was gonna break except for these. These feel like it might break. Now, will it break? Probably not. Am I overreacting? Yes. Am I like every other collector in the world? Probably, because we all overreact. But that ain't gonna break. I'm probably gonna get this in like a few days when the joints are less tight, and it's gonna be perfectly fine. But yes, that's her gun mode. Bam. Not gun mode, car mode. What was I saying? Bam. Pretty good looking car mode. I mean, I love the engine. I love the windshield. I just love those tires. Those are some cool rims for tires. This looks nice. And that nice clear plastic. I know I can't get it in the sun, but down here the clear plastic looks nice. I mean, let me move my fingers out of the way and you can see it. Yeah, not bad. Hasbro, not bad. Okay, that was it for Shadowstriker. Now on to the mold I know. Let me get him out of box real quick. Okay. So this is what he looks like. Oh my god, Bootsy just pounced on those birds. You could hear that. Anyway, this is what he looks like out of box. I can't tell if he got one. But yes, this is what he looks like out of box. I'm sorry it took so long. Yes, this is the Skids mold, but it's a good use of it. And I kind of like how he looks. Now let's look at that nice, wonderful box art. I love the car. I just love the flaming skulls and everything. There you go. That's just great artwork of this little man. I've not watched Cybertron, by the way, or any of the Unicron trilogy. So I don't care if this isn't as accurate as people want it. I don't want to watch those shows for my own reasons. Now I must say this looks pretty good. And yeah. Okay, and then there's the poster artwork. Now, down to this, and oh my god, he comes with so many accessories, I love it. So this is by the way, this is a Walmart exclusive, by the way, and I ordered this off of Walmart.com, just like Shadowstriker, where you can find a lot of pre-existing characters and toy line, just toys on Walmart.com. It's pretty nice. I mean, Tarantulas is on there for like 15 bucks right now. Like Legacy Tarantulas. Let's get him out. That did not feel good. That was a sound. Okay. Out of box. Oh my god. Give me a second. I have to adore this thing. Just like how I adore her as well, because they just look good. I don't know what it is. These guys look good out of box. Help me. Okay. Articulation-wise, he has two different hands, so we'll get to that in a second. But his head is still on that ball joint that every single Skids mold character has. Pink on the side of the head. You can see that. I just noticed that right there where my nail is. He has those missile cannons in the back of him, so that makes me wonder if Crankcase was a part of this, because I know Crankcase kind of did that. Yes, so his shoulder does that. His shoulder also hits him in the face. His shoulder can do that, 360 if you want to. I don't. It can bicep swivel, elbow joint at 90, wrist swivel, and then real quick, this is like Shockwave hand. So Shockwave hand does not like to swivel. but it can. Move those arms out of the way, move door flaps back where they should go. His legs got that far. He kicks me in the face. Just kidding. I don't like that. No! My one thing gripe against the skids mold is that waist thing. Okay, his legs can go back farther than that, but I am getting annoyed with the thing in the waist. It helps him transform. He has a thigh swivel, knee joint, and ankle. Ankle. Oh, and waist. Ankle. Anyway. Pretty good. I mean, look at that. He looks like Cyclops from X-Men, but pink eyes. Nice little Star Raider symbol right there. Now, real quick, let's just admire that. Okay, we admired that. Looks pretty good overall. I like this. I like both of them. Okay, so accessories. And where are his instructions? They're still here. He still comes with that same white paper, by the way, but you know that. White paper. Okay. And the cats are either laying or going by a fan. Okay. Instructions. Okay, first, this, as you can see for the mold detailing, let's move that, goes right there. He has a siren. Okay. This, I don't like these Cyberplanet keys. This, I have Cybertron Starscream and his likes to fall. Vector's doesn't. It's just, it doesn't like to, it stays on the sword. That's where I keep it. I don't know if this is going to stay here. Hopefully it stays here for the entire review. That's where the Cyberplanet key goes. And then he comes with 2 accessories to go on his hand. So, I think they both go on his hand? Do they? Please tell me this does. It does. Good. I really want it to. Okay. So first we take the claw and we just peg it on that 3mm port, which is also blast effect compatible. I don't have blast effects out here. Now he has a claw hand, so he's Roboto. Or Trapjaw. Yes, I'm a big Motu nerd. And then he has like 3 3mm ports. I can't speak today. Ports on here. But they don't go in the handle. It doesn't go on the handle, which is something I personally would like because it would look right in my idiot opinion. And he has a weird hammer hand. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I take that back. This looks good. It's not weird. That looks like he could forge something. I kind of really like that now. Screw me in my opinions. Okay, so the skids mold. Woof. First, let's get him compared. Uh-oh, I didn't transform the other comparison guy. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. So as you can see, someone joined me, by the way. Hello, Mr. Bruno. He's asleep. He did meow at me. I might post a clip on that in shorts later on. You don't know. I don't know. So that was pretty cute. He did meow, and I don't know where Bootsy went. Bootsy's behind me. Okay. Anyway, let's get some comparisons in. So I do like that claw hand on him, by the way. And I'm just going to put this other hammer, which I do like how it looks now that I've seen it on his claw, and I understand what they were going for now. It doesn't work in hand, though. But yes, I'm going to put those on him. So let's get some comparisons in. Yes, that's Bruno. Yes, I have the Star Raiders locked down. I love this. So, for those of you that don't have it. But for those of you that do, I know he's like the Junkion mold and everything, so his arms and legs can just go out like that, but he's still pretty good looking design. Then Ferrac. Now, real quick, his shoulder cannons, they like to fall off. So I know where one is, I don't know where the other one went. But yeah, this is Ferrac. He's about the size of a leader, even though he's a Voyager class, because he's the Cyclonus mold. But yes, that's how tall he stands with his buddy. And he does have a Star Raider symbol on him. Wow, I forgot his name. Cannonball. I keep on getting him mixed up with Crash Bar. By the way, Lockdown doesn't have a... He has a Decepticon symbol on him. But that way too close. He doesn't have a Star Raider symbol on him. It's very weird. Now, this one has a Star Raider symbol on her leg. This is the other Fembot I mentioned, Filch. There's the symbol, so you know she's aligned with him. Meet Filch. And yes, I do put her with her bird feet out because it stands better on my copy. Actually, it's ball joints. It doesn't want to stand. It stands better most of the time. Oh, that's why. The legs are positioned weird. She stands better sometimes on this. She doesn't. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, she stands better. She stands better like this. But there you go. That's her for actually. She is the Kingdom Eraser mold. And she fell. Now, I do not have the Star Raiders Thundertron. I do have the Legacy United Thundertron, who was a must-get if you wanted this team. So there's Thundertron right next to his scientist, which is what I call him. You guys can do something different with him. He's a scientist to me. So now, what do we do? What do we do with a cat over here and a robot right in your face? Well, we transform the robot, obviously, and we let the cat be, because the cat is sleeping. Do you want to mess with the cat? No, you don't. If you do, you are mean. Alright, so taking those accessories out of hand and looking at the instructions, we can easily say that Nathan is going to struggle. And just for safety, let's take the clear plastic Cyber Planet key out of there. Is that clear plastic? That is not. I'm stupid. Starscream's and Vector Prime is, though. There's your clear plastic. Anyway. Okay, so first, I guess it wants us to just peg in those legs. No, the wind started. Why did the wind start now? No. Okay, we're putting... No, stop it, stop it, stop it, no. Okay. So next, we flip out those wheels. And then... What? What do we do here? Oh. Okay. Yeah, I guess we just do this. I guess this is a bit different from those other molds. I mean, yeah, he has to be different. He's his own character. Oh. Is this that? Is this. Okay. Yep. Now just make him try to touch his toes with his arms behind his back. And now you're going to make him do a really weird pose and flip up his hips, so now they're behind him, and now he looks like that. Okay, sorry for the interruption. Stupid wind. Okay. Now we have to attempt, I guess, to flip this up. Oh, that flipped up easier. Okay, thank you. No, the wind is getting stronger. I hate this. Okay. And then from personal experience, I'm doing this. That doesn't... Oh. Okay. There's tabs in those shoulders. If you can see them, which you can. Well, it's dark. There are tabs right there that just tab in. Okay, that's nice. Ah. Arms. I forgot that the arms go like this. Right? No, they go like this. Yep, they go like that, and something's off. There we go, because then you have to peg them in like this. The skids mold does not roll well from past experiences with two of this mold, so hopefully he rolls better, but they don't roll well. I hate the wind that it got so strong. We're almost done. We're almost done. Flip down these panels. Get this all nice and in there. Tab that in, and there we go. And then slowly move that down so that it is now like this. No. And then from here on out, you just flip the car doors down. And done. I don't know what people think about the skids mold. I personally can deal with it, but it is not my favorite mold because it is somewhat messy. It does not roll. That's how much it rolls because of the feet. You can like the skids mold. I love Cannonball, but the skids mold It's It is not my favorite mold. And guess what? That is the mold I will not like from Legacy. Everyone's favorite mold happens to be my least favorite. Big surprise. I am different from the rest of the frickin' world. These doors do not want to tab in at all. I'm getting so annoyed. Okay, let's pretend these doors tabbed in. So, Cyber Planet key just goes back here. Like, I just took it out just for safekeeping so that I didn't break it when trying to transform him. And then we just take his claw and put it in the back of his legs, or the back bumper. Yeah. And we do the same to his little nice hammer. And bam, that's accessory storage. That's how he looks. And the only person I have in vehicle mode is Shadowstriker. So there's these two together. He's bigger than her. But you know what? I love it. Let's look at the details on this. Yes. I pointed these out. Yes, the car doors, windows didn't tab in. Somewhat visible head syndrome. But whatever. I like the paint on this. This looks cool. Star Raider symbol. He's got some lightning actually on there. This is cool. He has the Star Raider symbol right next to the Cyber Planet key. That's pretty cool. Siren, like I said. Is it raining? What the heck? Purple windows. Yeah, these are already untabbing on my fingers. This is his head, by the way. Yeah, not too bad. That actually kind of looks nice. Okay. Now, what do I have to say about these figures? What do I have to say about something I haven't done in a few months of Transformers reviews? I am glad to be back. I like these two figures. Yes, the cats are here. Yes, you got to see them both. So don't complain. They were in the video. Yes, so I hope you enjoyed. And I hope you like and subscribe. I'm putting the Discord in the description, in the comments. I really want people to join. We are already over a year with this Discord up, and most of it is just people I know. I really want new people to join, so I hope this channel gets discovered way better because of these videos. Maybe you'll like the next review coming out, because yes, there's already another one planned. Hopefully you'll enjoy these videos, and hopefully you'll subscribe for more. There is gaming content on the way, by the way, on Bash Gaming. Go subscribe to that, and I will see you guys in the next one.